Well, here we go. Episode 2 of the all-exclusive podcast, Season 4. I'm joined once again with Ashley.
Hello.
He's back. How did you feel like Episode 1 went, Alice?
Ashley.
Not you, obviously. Episode 1, Alice's episode, how did you feel like that went?
I thought it went, I really did. It just went. It's over there now. Some say life-changing. Sorry, I'm quite nervous.
What's the biggest lesson you learned from it?
The biggest lesson I've learned is probably just go for it, really. But like I said, I am nervous because we're not alone.
We are not alone. And no, there's no goats or ghosts.
Excellent callback to the
previous episode that's about to happen soon.
Oh.
We are joined in the studio with a man who has been gone for the last 3 months on an injury. Some say he's been on a Caribbean cruise. Some say he's been to Mexico. All we know is he's back.
Hello, it's good to be back, guys. How are you? What's this injury thing you keep talking about?
We for the listeners, we did air quotation marks.
Yes, that probably helps. Yeah.
when Jack referred to your injury, because in a previous intro, we have mentioned you have a large tan.
Well, I was injured for 3 months. I used to be wheeled in the garden and put into the garden like a mannequin. My partner would go to work, supply me with no sun cream, and I used to burn on a regular basis.
Let's fill in the listeners or viewers to this conversation. About 3 months ago, we were doing our Gladiators spin-off, shall we say, or rip-off, the Potterators. Yes, where we all have alter egos.
That's right. I was leg end.
You were leg end, and let's just talk through the situation. You were doing a cartwheel into a handspring.
I was doing a cartwheel into a handspring because, obviously, as a potterator, that's the least you can do is show flexibility. And then, the nanny.
A little nanny.
She said to me, wow, I've never seen a cartwheel like that since Navratilova. Oh, no, that's a tennis player, isn't it? Sorry.
Yes, the tennis players don't really do a lot of cartwheels, do they?
Well, anyway, whoever it was, she was like, I want to see that again.
Who were you actually thinking of there? If you weren't thinking of a tennis player, you were thinking some sort of gymnast?
Yes, I can't think.
Can you name any gymnasts?
3 months of telly, I also become a fan of gymnastics.
I can't remember her name. The American girl who wins everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was her name?
Yes, it wasn't her though.
Oh, okay.
Which no.
Sorry.
So you did this cartwheel, handspring.
It was a beautiful. It wasn't just a cartwheel. It was one of those moments that, you know, even guys were like, wow, I'd love to have been able to do that. It was a round off.
Yeah, can I just say, James, so we've obviously been speaking about this, and a lot of people have been referring to it as a cartwheel. Every time they do, I correct them.
Thank you.
And I say round off. Basically, the difference between, and please back me up on this,
I'll back you up,
a cartwheel and a round off spring is, for a moment, your whole body is not touching the ground. You are completely 100% airborne.
He took
Is that
flight.
true?
I took flight. You're right, and thank you, Ashley. That's the first thing we've ever agreed over. You've obviously done your research, and I tell you what, my whole body left the floor, and as I come down, I went down like a buckled giraffe, in pain, agony, and even the nanny stopped the video, deleted it.
Well,
Terrible.
that's not necessarily true. When you were rolling around on the floor in pain, somebody heard that she said, "Oh, I didn't know how to film that one."
Yes,
We never got the footage.
you know.
Never got the footage.
But we want to ask for the footage. Ask for 100,000 people, can I say, which is awesome, guys, and this studio is awesome. Can we put like a national hunt for the nanny who filmed my injury?
Yeah, but no, she never pressed record.
No, she did. It was selfie mode. The whole thing was of her face.
What we're going to do, we're going to reenact what happened. Not with you, because you're two. We're going to reenact and we're going to insert. First of all, I think we've got a video of you doing the first round off.
Yep, thank you.
Which we can insert here. Obviously, because you were out of action for some time, we did bring in somebody else for the summer.
That hurt a little bit, guys.
Me?
Not you. No, not you.
Oh.
No,
Oh,
today's
yes.
guest of the podcast.
Guys, that
Is-
hurt a little bit.
What happened?
It hurt a little bit.
What? That when we brought Johnny Mac back?
Return of the Mac.
Yeah.
What do you mean it hurt you?
It just hurt a little bit. It felt like that.
Well, he's just a smaller, more concentrated, more talented version
Yeah,
of you.
it was better, to be fair.
People were saying, actually, thank God James wasn't here.
Wow.
We're so grateful that Johnny Mac could be back.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I think scores went up, actually, to be honest with
Yeah?
you. I think
Yeah,
it's
you
much
have to
better.
give older people a chance as well.
Do you want anything to say about today's episode then, Ash?
No.
There was one moment in the episode that I'm really looking forward to watching back. And it's the moment where you try and make a joke. Because Johnny talks a lot in this episode about being very spiritual.
He is a very spiritual guy. It is fascinating.
In fact, I think we're going to count how many times he says the word spiritual, because he does say it a few. But you even then start talking about...
There was a previous episode, someone from Five Lakes, I can't remember who, my apologies, but we riff on the word goat and ghosts getting confusing.
Yeah.
And I can't remember why, I'm sorry, you'll hear it.
That's
honestly.
coming up later on, yeah.
So instantly, my brain went to Johnny, have you ever seen, and because we're talking about spirits, clearly the line should be, have you seen any ghosts? But I said, have you seen any goats? As in the animal thing.
He does not understand that and just carried on talking about ghosts.
Yeah, so listen out for that. It's a very quick moment. It flew
It was
by
actually
him.
possibly one of the funniest things you've ever said, and nobody really heard it.
Thank you.
Let's get into this week's episode
Of Johnny.
of the all of
James,
the all. Do you want to say it all together? We'll go
is
the
it?
all exclusive podcast with Johnny Mac. I'll
Mac.
say the with. So
Right.
we all
Okay.
say all exclusive podcast together. So let's get into this week's episode of the
The
all
all-inclusive.
Stop.
Inclusive,
All
is it?
exclusive.
All right, I
podcast.
thought it was all inclusive.
No, it's
Who are we excluding?
no the all exclusive. You in a
Right.
minute.
What?
The all exclusive podcast. There we
right.
go.
Exclusive.
With
Johnny
Mac.
Mac.
okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Let's get into this week's episode of the all exclusive.
inclusives.
No, but if you... if
Sorry.
it's,
I'm
I
starting
never-
to miss Henry, and I never
I
thought I'd say
didn't
that.
realise this is called the exclusive podcast.
What do you mean you didn't know what it's?
Why'd you
I've
call
just
it,
never known it.
Jack, why'd you call it the exclusive
But doesn't
podcast?
exclusive mean you're excluding
play-
people?
Yes,
What?
Yeah,
Who
but
are
we've
we-
got 100,000
it's
people.
exclusive. It's like an exclusive club, isn't it?
Yeah, but that means...
Anyway,
yeah.
all exclusive podcast with Johnny Mac. Press play. You gone for the green tea as well?
No, I've gone for chamomile.
Chamomile.
Chamomile, yeah.
You a nanny going to bed?
I'm just, yeah, I feel like it's time to unwind. What's the time? It is 10 past 2 in the afternoon.
It's
That's-
nearly your bedtime.
I'm pretty
basically.
much done.
Yeah.
I'm done for the day. Yeah.
This is strange, Johnny. So you were the second ever episode released on the All Exclusive podcast.
Yeah, I was.
Can you remember? Do you remember that far back?
Yeah, I do. Of course I do. I ain't got Alzheimer's like me old man. Come on. Not yet, anyway. If I follow in the footsteps of me nan and me dad, I will probably have it. So, like, if you invite me back when I'm 80, I probably won't remember nothing.
Well, we can ask you the same questions. That'll be interesting.
Yeah,
to see
go
if
on,
we get
ask me the same
answers.
questions.
yeah.
See if I get the same answers. Yeah, been all around the world. I've added places now, haven't I?
You,
Have we started now, by the way?
Well, no, we're recording now, but
All right.
we're just not, we're just
Stop
chatting
that.
to you.
Well, you know, obviously, where I went, so... And, I'm just looking forward to my new coffee shop as well.
Yeah, well, yes. Well, I mean, we'll talk about that in a little while because, yes, I mean, I had a little refresh and listened to your first episode last night just to,
Did ya?
just to set the scene and reminisce.
Did you go to bed with me then, Jack? Is that what
I did, yeah. Yeah. As part of my nighttime routine was to listen to me talking to you, me and Henry talking to you. And there was a bit... Have you listened to that episode, Ash?
No.
No, see, Ash does. So just to put it in context, Ash is now our work experience here on the podcast.
It's really nice to see you work experience, boy. Did you get the teas?
Pardon?
No, right, okay. And at the start of this, as we do with all the episodes, we ask them what they would like as a drink
Yeah, he
from their
did.
all-inclusive, from the all-inclusive menu. And Ash's job was to get the drinks. And what did you do?
When was it my job to get the
Well,
drinks?
that's the work experience.
Well, okay. So what happened was I turned up. We've got a new recording studio. Just let listeners
And
know.
you are the first person in this brand new recording
Am I?
studio. as well.
Wow.
Well, both of you.
Oh, sorry.
technically.
Thank you, Ash. Thank
Me.
you, Jack.
So I turned up on time. Jack turned up on time. So there's only one person left on their way through. So I sent a voice note to get the drink. So first of all, he arrived late. I'm talking about Johnny Mac. And he arrived with no drinks.
Johnny's the guest.
Care to explain yourself, Johnny, why you arrived late?
Well, because to be honest with you, mate, I don't listen to my voicemail. So
No, it's not a voicemail. Voice note.
Can we play?
Grandad.
Can you
Voice
play
note,
the
sorry.
voice note that you say? So you say you forgot Johnny. Well, no, you didn't even listen to it.
No, I
You
didn't
just
even
ignored
listen to
him.
I didn't actually ignore him. I didn't even see that he'd left the voice message.
You then
if
also
I'm
said
honest.
to me, "Oh, I didn't understand. I didn't understand what you're saying, mate." Don't know where he is from.
No, I didn't understand because I couldn't.
Oh, that's quick.
No, I didn't mean that.
Hey Johnny, can you do me a favour, please? Could you collect from the bar a green tea, 2 sparkling waters, and your dream drink for the podcast, whatever your dream drink would be? Thanks.
See, clear as.
Yeah, but what is that? What is it you sent me? A voice what? No. I wouldn't even know what a
I sent
voice
you a
note
TikTok.
is. I haven't got TikTok.
This man is nearly 70 years old. He's not going to know what a voice note is. Have you ever sent a voice note before?
No, I don't know. I don't even know what it is, Jack.
If you were to send a voice note to somebody right now,
Yeah,
it could be anybody,
yeah.
and just tell them that you've learned how to use voice notes. Who could you send it to?
Who would I send it to?
Yeah, what about Mark Brewer? Why don't you?
What if I send it to Mark Brewer?
Yeah,
Why don't you send a voice note to Mark Brewer telling him that you've just learned how to send voice notes?
Yeah.
Okay, Mark, you're right, mate.
This is no, not on your phone.
What? My burner phone?
No, have you got your phone on you?
Yeah, I've got my phone on me. Yeah.
Right, we'll teach you how to use.
Where are you looking? Where is your phone on the floor?
On the floor because you told me not to put nothing on the table because it makes noises.
To be fair, yeah.
So what if I put it?
Right.
Look, there you go. That's making my point.
Right. We'll teach you how to. Let's. So yeah, open up WhatsApp.
Oh, he's using
Open
one,
up. What's that?
He's using one finger
There you go.
to do everything.
I use one finger. Yes, I do. Why am I looking at that, Mike? So there you go. Look.
If you right now open up your messages to Mark.
Open up my messages to Mark.
Yeah.
Right, okay. I've got to find him first. haven't I?
Can you also read out the
this
last
is-
thing that was said?
To Mark.
Yes.
Missed voice call.
Yeah, that's not you saying that.
Oh, it
that's, That's
the-
WhatsApp telling you that
that's
you've missed a
WhatsApp.
voice call
Oh, right,
from
okay.
Mark. He said outside.
He said outside.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You were probably late again.
Well, no, I don't think I was late. I think I was waiting to get a lift home. I'm not sure.
Right. So what you do, you see there's a little microphone symbol down there.
Yeah, I got that.
Hold that down
Yeah.
and then talk into it and just, I don't know, send Mark a message and just say, that you've learned how to use voice note.
All right, okay. All right, Mark, how you doing? Why am I looking at this microphone?
It's the wrong microphone.
Right. Oh, I've got to look at the microphone.
You're
on the-
talking,
Right, so I'm sending the voicemail now.
Yeah.
Voice note, sorry.
Yeah,
Ash.
hang
no,
on.
that's okay.
No, why am I pressing this button down there?
Is it working?
Yes, you've got 15 seconds of you trying to figure
Right,
out how
okay.
to use a voice note.
Okay then, Mark. So look, I don't know what, Mark. Look, I'm looking at the microphone on the table. Why am I looking at that? I don't know. They've asked me to use my phone, Mark. Yeah, to send you a voicemail. So now I'm sending you a voicemail now to say that I am actually using my phone like this. And you know what I'm like, Mark. You know what I'm like with phones and all that. I'm awful with it. So now I'm looking back at the microphone on the table to tell you this. I got a missed voice call from you, Mark. 10:24. Oh, that was when you was waiting for me to go and get the sausage rolls. I've actually only just seen that from yesterday, mate. I'm really sorry.
As that said, let's just make sure you've...
It's said.
Yeah, you've got right. So
You can replay that back.
Well, let's have a look at that. Let me have a look at that because I don't. Yeah, this is. Yeah, that's really quiet as well.
Yeah, I don't. Well, it is an old iPhone.
Yeah, how old is the iPhone?
I don't know.
It's like an iPhone 4.
You don't need to play it again.
Oh, right, okay, Jack. Sorry.
We suffered enough
We
the,
were there.
the first
Okay,
time.
so I'll stop it now then.
Perfect.
So look, we've brought you back onto the podcast because it has been the return of the Mac. Return of the Mac.
Return of the Mac once again. You know that I'll be back. Here I am.
Have we got copyright for that?
I don't know if we have. We'll just slip it in and see if
We'll
we get-
phone up.
That's 10
We'll
grand
phone up
it
Mark
cost us.
Morrison and ask him anyway.
Yeah,
I was-
We'll send him a voice note.
Yeah, we've sent. I actually know him, so we'll be all right with that.
That's okay.
Well, through friends, through other friends, yeah.
Can you ring him now?
No, I
he
can
write
ring
the
my
song?
mate who knows him.
Did you write the song about you?
I think he probably may have done, Jack. Actually, yeah. But
Because
I don't know.
You were obviously last time we talked to you, you were down at Five Lakes.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
You left Five Lakes.
Yeah.
You went and travelled the world, and now you travel around Norfolk.
I do travel around Norfolk.
delivering car parts.
Delivering car parts, yes. And actually, I delivered a car part inadvertently, not knowing, to Jane Potter.
to Jane.
Yes, who was sitting on the wall while I delivered it,
How,
waiting for her car to be MOT'd.
I was going to say, how do you not know that you're delivering a car part to somebody specific? Surely it's addressed to them. But if it was to the garage,
Yes, it's to the garage, but obviously Jane was waiting for it because it was a part for her car for her MOT, to get the car for its MOT. I've actually learnt that. You need spark plugs, you need filters, yeah, you need sump plugs. I know this now.
you are now a car mechanic expert.
Couldn't ask me anything you want.
How much indicator fluid do you need?
What fluid?
Indicator fluid.
Well, if you need indicator fluid for your indicators,
Yeah.
turn your indicators on and off, you're doing something wrong, Ash.
Oh, he's good. He's good.
He
I
knows
tried
he
to trick
caught
him.
you out there.
Yes, you tried to
Very-
trick me, didn't you, Ash?
that's
Yes.
very good.
I'm not that stupid. Why do I keep looking at this microphone?
I don't know.
pointing
You're
at it?
talking to. You're not talking to us. You're talking to the microphone. We've actually got, and this is one of the first episodes we've got filmed in this manner as well. We've got the cameras set up as well. Hello to the people who might be watching. And we've
They
got
on?
Ross the runner in the
Hi,
corner
Ross.
there as well, looking after us.
I wasn't sure whether
Ross,
I said
I think you're much more than a runner. Thank you, Ross. You actually got me my builder's tea. Thank you.
And how is
Or
your
Carol
tea?
did, actually. And how's what, Jack?
Your tea.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's actually made perfection, that is.
That's good.
Yeah, thanks, Jack.
So back to the car parts.
Mm-hmm.
You saw Jane Potter. What did she say to you? What are you doing here?
Yes, exactly. She said, "Are you working for Nick now?" And Nick is the guy that does her car for her, like services her car and gets it through the MOT. I was like, "No, I actually work for Euro Car Parts. I deliver the car parts to the people that repair your car or do your car, you see."
What's your area that you?
My area? What area of expertise you mean?
No.
Oh, the area I work in?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Sorry, I get you now. I do like Yarmouth. I do Caister. I go Caister. Potter Higham, sorry.
Yeah.
Those that are posh. Yeah, I'll just go everywhere, really. Like Munsley, we can go up to Munsley. And
Do you do like? See, I know you do commercial, but do you do like private as well?
yeah, we actually do deliver privately.
So,
Ash, yeah.
so if a listener wants to order a new
Of course.
windscreen wiper, how would they get in contact with you? So then, Johnny Mac, personal delivery. How do we?
How
set
do they
that
do
up?
that? I can give them my WhatsApp if you like.
He
I'll
won't
have
be able to
I'll
message
have to
you,
learn
doesn't-
how to do it first. Yeah, of course.
Well, we're not going to offer your number out just yet on the podcast.
Well, you can do because I'm looking for wife number 4. You can do whatever you
Well,
want.
you are.
Yeah, of course.
You are. You're
I am,
currently
yeah.
looking for a fourth wife.
Well, sort of, yeah.
Ashley is now on his first wife. He's
Wow,
since-
Ash.
I don't think the listeners know that. It's quite
I think
a
we've
surprise.
probably mentioned it several times. I mean, if you've been on resort, he's mentioned it non-stop.
I myself am a married. 6 months now. I've been married for. So how many wives have you had?
3 wives, yeah.
Didn't one leave you for a fireman?
Actually, yes, sort of. Because the kitchen kept catching fire when I was not there. She ended up going with a fire officer, yes. That Mark used to actually tell me very, very plainly, him and the fetcher, going back in the
Yeah.
days, come and took photos of my house with nothing left in it. which was very nice of them.
Were they all fire damaged? Had to be removed.
Well, something had to be removed.
Yeah.
Mainly all my furniture, yeah. But that was well after the fire.
What caused the fires, do you think?
What caused the fires? I'm not actually sure. Chat.
This could become some sort of true crime podcast.
It could really, couldn't it? Yeah. It always just seemed to happen when I wasn't there.
Yeah.
That was the only thing. I don't know.
When you say there was a fire when you weren't there, and then obviously the fireman came round, was there like a fire engine, or was it just a man? Was he wearing uniform?
Well, I think he was wearing uniform, yes.
Yeah.
But probably...
Did you just come home to find a fireman in your home several times
I did
a week?
several times. He said, well, I cannot believe there's another fire in my house. Yeah. Been put out.
Did you see?
Well.
I was going to say, did you see?
And
evidence?
Redecorated, all in the space of a couple of hours, which was wonderful for me.
So you never saw any evidence of the fire?
Well, no, that's what I'm trying to say, Ashley. I did not see any evidence of anything, actually, no.
What a cheery way to start things.
Well, it is
conversation.
such a lovely thing to actually happen.
But look, we'll go on the last time you were on the podcast. We obviously you took us on a trip around the world.
Yeah, all the places I'd been. Yeah, to
previous
meet
relationships.
Oh, where were they?
Around the world. I don't think we can sit through it all again.
It was quite a few places.
But you ventured out to a different part of the world now. You've gone off to Asia.
Yeah, I did go off to Asia, yeah. First time I'd ever been to Asia. And I've just got to say, it's the most wonderful place. I wished I'd have gone many, many years ago, actually. It's just a beautiful place. Very spiritual. I'm a very spiritual person, actually, Jack.
You are?
Yeah.
You're going to like one of our new features coming up very shortly.
What's this?
Why would you say, we're going to take you to a Zen garden shortly, but why would you say specifically you're quite a spiritual person?
Because I just feel very spiritual with people. I do make connections with people very, very easily sometimes. And just when I was actually in Bangkok, it was actually in Bangkok in the temples, Wat Arun and Wat Po. What Po?
What? No, what a...
Wat Arun? No, that's the name of it, Jack. It's not what. It's Wat Arun and Wat Po. They're the names of the temples.
Yeah.
It's not what, because it's a temple.
This feels like a who's on first, what's on second comedy sketch. It was.
Oh yeah. I actually got told off from one of those temples.
Did you?
Because when I walked in, I had my back to the Buddha statue, and that is a big no.
Yeah, that's a big no.
How did you walk in backwards?
That is true.
Because I just to get the photo, so it was better if the photo were to see my face rather than my back.
Oh, you were taking a selfie?
No, someone was taking a photo of me.
Oh, I see.
But because I didn't know the rule, so stupidly I faced towards the camera with the Buddha behind me, and I was told that's a massive no-no. I should have had the photo with my back towards the camera and me looking at Buddha.
Yeah,
is that true, Johnny Matt?
Yeah, that is true, actually, Ash. Yeah, it's true. And also as well, you mustn't touch the monks, especially their heads.
I think that's pretty good sound advice anyway.
Well, yeah, but they're all bald. So
no, I know, but
I was told you could rub their bellies for good luck.
No, not the actual monks. You can't.
No, the actual people he's talking about.
Yeah.
I
You
was
can
rubbing
touch
their-
a monk's belly.
Yeah, for good luck.
Did you do that when
No.
you were over there? Where did you go?
Yeah. What part did you go at?
Bangkok. To what?
What Arun? What Arun?
Is that not that's the thing. Rub the belly for good luck, I was told.
No.
Did you have to pay the man afterwards?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. Yes. Are you sure that he wasn't a fireman in disguise?
There was a fire in the temple that day.
Yeah,
It was actually, yeah. Loads of candles everywhere. Or maybe it's it's the belly of the Buddha.
Yes, the belly of the Buddha.
I stopped off in Burma on the cruise ship once, and we left the terminal. It was a very strange experience, the whole thing. I left the terminal to get into like one of the taxis at the end of the terminal, basically. But everyone else had like rehearsals, so I was getting off on my own, and I was like, I want to go to a specific temple. So I told like the taxi people outside the front, and they led me past all of the taxis. And because I was on my own, I ended up going to just a guy on a moped. and getting that. He then took me off on this moped.
Yeah.
To the temple, and I was sort of holding this man by the waist
For dear life.
on this moped, thinking, I don't know if this is the smartest idea of, I don't really know if I should have just got on this random moped. Am I going to end up where I thought I'm going to end up? Did end up in a temple, but the whole time I was sort of, you get there, and obviously you have to take your shoes off as well.
Yes, you do. You should take your shoes off at the temple. Yeah.
And I was like, am I? And he was sort of like, I'll take your shoes, and then I'll just wait for you while you go into the temple. The whole time I was like, I don't know if I'm going to end up with any shoes. I thought, is he just going to leave me? But in the end, I just ended up walking around this pagoda, actually. And yes, he was there. I got my shoes back, and then he took me home eventually. But it was a very strange experience, the whole thing.
Yeah, but they do, like that should be like a grab bike and something like that. Yeah, like very similar to in Bangkok. You said you went to Bangkok as well, actually.
Indeed, yes.
So like when the guys just randomly stop you in the road and just say to you, come on, and you might be got your suitcase. No, you can put that on there as well. On the motorcycle. So you got your suitcase, you got your travel bag, you got yourself, you got another man, and then just probably another half a mile up the road, he'll stop and he'll actually ask someone else to get on with you.
Yeah.
Yes, so before you know it, there's about 4 or 5 people sitting on his motorbike with their suitcases on top of their heads.
I mean, I went around in tuk-tuk, so
yeah, tuk-tuks are wonderful as well.
Yeah, the best story I've ever had was it was chucking it down, absolutely storm monsoon, and we were on the streets, me and my now wife, don't know if I mentioned it, and just some lovely random guy just offered an umbrella to her. And you're thinking, oh, is he going to want money for this? Is it a con? Is something going on? And he was the nicest, sweetest guy ever.
Yeah.
He just was like, no, take it. And I got my ready to offer money, and he was like, no, just take it. And we just walked away in this torrential storm, and she had the umbrella, and that act of kindness genuinely was like, I still remember it to the day. It's just the nicest thing ever.
It is a really lovely part of the world, actually. I'm hoping, I want to try and get over to Japan and see that.
Yeah, myself too, Jack, at one point. I think what Ashley said there, though, is a real fair point about people. Yeah. Maybe that is why I felt sort of very spiritual over there, because they do things sincerely out the kindness of their heart.
Yeah. Whereabouts specifically did you go then? So you obviously mentioned we talked about this in your first episode.
I can't say Pacific.
No, specific.
No. Yeah, I know what you're trying to tell me to say, Jack, Pacific, but I can't say Pacific. I can't say Pacific. I know I try to. Yes, Jack, I know the word, but I can't say it. But I can say Spurs because I support them, but I can't say Pacific, which don't make sense really when you think about it. But there you go.
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't
but where were you then? Where in the world were you?
What, Pacifically?
Yeah.
Not in the Pacific.
No, in the Pacific.
In Asia.
In Asia, well, I actually started in Bangkok. I used Bangkok as my base. And then I visited Vietnam. So I went to Ho Chi Minh City, formerly Saigon, which is wonderful. And Vung Tau, where I actually visited the statue of Christ. And that was crazy. I've never seen anything like that. There was these massive dragonfly things, yeah? They were like as big, probably about as long as my hand.
So not very big anyway.
Well, no, not very big, but quite big for me. With these big, long, stingy tails and these big wings and just flying about everywhere. Like seemed like hundreds, thousands of them. And as you got closer to Christ, they just disappeared. It was the weirdest thing I'd ever noticed. So it was like I was protecting him until you got to a certain point where they would allow you to go.
That's cool.
It's really cool, yeah.
I've been to Vung Tau, but I never went to the
you told me, yes.
Yeah.
Back beach and front beach.
Yeah.
Which actually goes all the way around in like a half moon. And you can walk it. It's about 5 kilometres, I think.
Was he covered in like some insect repellent, maybe?
He could have been, actually. He's a very big statue. So there would have been a lot of insect repellent that he'd have needed, Ash. But yeah, you could be right there.
Just trying to think of it as a magic.
But I did stand underneath his armpits, which didn't stink. So yeah, that was
good. I'm glad you shared that with us.
No, I'm just saying. I actually stood under his armpits, looking out over Vung Tau, which was wonderful. And I actually compared noses, Jack, because my nose is like quite Romany, all over my face type thing. And then like when I looked at Christ like this, our profiles were so similar. So perhaps I should have
In
gone,
another
Daddy.
life.
Yes.
The son
Maybe
of-
that's why I'm so spiritual.
Maybe. Well, you
Maybe.
keep saying that you're so spiritual. Mm-hmm. What would you say is the most spiritual thing that happened to you while you were over there? Why do you claim sort of that?
Because I think spiritual things have happened to me all my life, really. Like, when
Do you mean spiritually as in like, obviously we talked previously about the curse of Johnny Mac. Are you spiritually cursed?
yeah, it probably am spiritually cursed.
Has visiting Asia lifted the curse at all?
That is probably to be seen, Jack, if I'm honest with you. But no, it's literally when I was in Wat Arun, Wat Po, it was just a calmness, just like a general calmness that you feel. And obviously when you're in and around the Buddha temple, it's a very weird experience because you feel like just a calmness. And I'm not the only person that actually felt it, because you speak to other travellers that will say the same things to you. Yeah. Very, very weird experience.
Being spiritual, have you ever seen a goat?
There's actually something I need to tell you this. I don't think I've ever told you this one, Jack, about when you used to talk to this Russian lady called Elena Platonova.
Was she the Russian who was in Iceland?
No, that was Anna, the KGB agent.
Okay, so mate.
She was the one who learned everything off of American movies and used to wear a different wig every night.
Yes, I think we did talk about her previously.
The one that I couldn't bring home to my mum and dad, because I could just imagine my mum now answering the door to her dressed as someone different every night and asking who she is. Has she come for an audition for a movie? So yeah, no, it wasn't Anna. No, this was Elena, who actually told me that she was my guardian angel. And she told me that she fought. This is true. She told me that she actually fought in different dimensions. And I saw scars, and I thought it was her husband, who was actually called Herman. And
Sorry,
he
I'm
was
going to
German.
stop you.
So
Sorry,
he was Herman.
I'm going
the
to stop.
German.
While we're talking about Herman the German, I'm going to stop you there. When you said she thought in different dimensions, or she fought in different dimensions.
gonna
Oh,
think
sorry.
that.
She fought like
That's like
swords.
fighting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fighting. Yeah.
No, I just want to clarify that before we.
How did she get in? How did she get there?
because she was a guardian angel, and that's what she told me.
But how did she get there?
Because in her dream state. So basically, this is a true story too, and I will seriously. This is why I feel as though something is in this beautiful world of ours and our universe is wonderful. Well, maybe not in the Black Rock part of it. I'm just saying, Yes. So basically, she said she was my guardian angel. That she fought with a F, fought against different aliens in these different underworld. She actually said that there are aliens here, but they live under the oceans,
Right.
in different time frames. But I saw these scars on her, like when we used to Skype and that. So I asked her, are you okay with your husband? She said, no, these are my battle scars. And I was like, okay. It was a very weird experience talking to her. But then one night I asked her, I was working actually then at I was comparing it.
We might have to bleep that out. I'm
Okay.
just letting you know.
Okay. Well, I was working at another park. I was working at another.
You can say it. We'll just bleep it.
Okay. Anyway, so I was working at Court of and I came home, and it was about 12:30 in the morning, and she Skyped me. So we Skyped for probably about, I would say probably just about 10 minutes or so. And she actually said to me, I will come to you this evening. I was like, okay, yeah, okay. Then I fell asleep. And then actually I can't remember what time it was, but I just woke up and saw her at the edge of my bed. And I was talking to her in Russian. Yes, I know, it sounds weird, Jack. So we had this whole conversation about what was happening with her. We spoke about Herman the German, who was her husband. He was a very kind person, actually, who won our fault because of her scars. And then the next morning, I fell asleep. The next morning, she Skyped me, which was about 10:30 in the morning. So I said to her, did you visit me last night, Elena? And she said, yes, you know I did. And I said, can you just say what time it was? So she said, 5:30 in the morning. I said, no, it was actually 2:30. So I looked at my clock and she said, Johnny, Moscow time, 3 hours difference. That's a true story.
So she...
How does she keep her wigs dry if she's fighting?
This was a different
Russian
woman. This was the guardian angel.
Whatever happened to the Russian lady who visited in your dreams then?
Elena,
Yeah.
we sort of drifted apart, really.
In the dream.
In the dream world.
Spirit world.
Yeah.
What was your favourite wig of hers?
Oh, of Anna's. My favourite wig of hers
Russian.
was the actual. How can you explain it? You know, like it sort of goes around your head like that, and then comes back, flicks, and goes back round. Very short. So it was like a didn't really have a party. So it was like a monk, I suppose, that came
She
round.
looked like a monk.
No, she didn't look like a monk. I'm just saying. But you know when the monks and
Like
they
a
just have
curtain.
you put a
fringe.
basin on someone's head and you cut round it.
The word is fringe.
Fringe, that's it.
Yeah.
Claudia Winkle.
He can
That's
speak
the-
Russian, but he can't really speak English very well. Like a
So,
Claudia
yes.
Winkleman fringe.
That's it, a Claudia Winkleman fringe.
A low, but
And
in a
it would
bob.
come down in a bob, yeah, but it would like have these little curl bits.
Almost
here.
like a helmet,
Yes, I suppose you could
Like the
say.
Beatles?
maybe.
No,
No.
no, because it'd have this little curly bit, this bit here, like whisper up and go back around again.
When in talking about languages, and obviously you've travelled the world quite a bit, we've got a new game that we've played because of Alice down at Five Lakes.
Yes, we do.
Oh, Little Alice at Five Lakes.
Yeah.
I love Little Alice at Five Lakes, by the way.
She's great, isn't she?
Yeah,
she
she's
we went down to Five Lakes
Fantastic.
and had a conversation with her.
She's got a great brain, and she came up with this game that rhymed, and the game is called Getting to Moo You.
No, I think it's Where I Move From.
Where a move from?
I think you get that wrong every time.
We've had a. It's been a.
I can't remember which
couple of
way
months.
it's. I can't remember which way around it is.
Where
but,
I move from?
Where a move from?
What, is this about cows?
Yes.
Well, yes, because she brought up the fact that cows moo in different regional accents.
She's a very clever young lady.
Yes, yeah, and it sparked this game that we then have asked everybody to moo, and then we have to guess where that cow is from. Originally, it's where the guest is from.
Yeah.
right?
So I don't know, Johnny, where you're from. Please don't tell me. So if you move from where your birthplace,
From my birthplace?
yes, please.
Move from my birthplace.
You don't go there spiritually.
Okay.
You do it in this room.
Moo.
That's quite a deep moo.
That was a deep
It was
move.
quite a deep
Your eyes rolled to the back of your head. Then you were gone.
Can you do that again, but make it a little bit longer?
Moo. Can't do it longer. Has to be short. Moo.
You see, I'm not sure if you're even born in England. You're a well-travelled man.
No, it's England.
Okay.
I feel like you're really bad at this game.
I think I can only get.
You said about regional accents. This is
Yeah.
actually a very region, like within a region, a different part of the region. So my accent would be, because it's very short, you would go, ooh. But if you came from a different part of it, maybe the other side, this place, you would go, moo.
Okay. Well,
I don't know what this game has become, actually. I almost regret bringing this up.
I do, but I feel
And
like Johnny knows.
there is a river in between us.
I feel like Johnny knows more about the game than we do at this
Yeah.
moment.
No, I know what he's trying to get at. I'm just watching you struggle.
There's a river.
Yeah.
Very famous
Very
river.
famous river in this
I only know one river in,
this
England.
country. Go on.
Severn.
No.
Oh, sometimes people wamble down it.
What? Wamble?
Yes, they wamble
Wamble.
down the
Yeah.
river.
Oh, that's a clue because I've seen on social media you were on this river, that the one in London.
It is one in London.
So you're from South London.
No, it's
North London.
Yes,
You had
well
a 50-50
done.
chance.
Well,
and
all
you
I
still
knew
managed to get
it,
right.
I knew it wasn't east or west because the river does the other way round.
Well done, Ash.
See,
Yeah, no,
first time.
because actually coming from where I come from in North London,
Yeah.
you say things you cut things short. So you go north. When you go to South London, they go south.
So can you give us the North London moo again?
Moo.
It's like an episode of EastEnders already, this, isn't it? And South London?
Moo.
How long have you lived in Norfolk?
What, down the road?
Dan Rood? Yeah.
23 years now, Jack.
23 years.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Love Galston.
How was your stint at Five Lakes? Because you were there to help setting it up.
Yeah.
How was the sort of
First
all of
18
those-
months.
Yeah.
Well, there's lots of teething problems, but everyone dealt with it professionally. So yeah, it was.
Have you been back? Because obviously, when did you leave Five Lakes?
I had to leave for family reasons, which was basically October 2023. If you physically could pick up Hopton, you could put it into Five Lakes maybe 4 times.
Yeah.
You know, acreage wise. When you think about it, that's crazy.
And you being so small must have felt huge for you.
It was massively huge.
Yeah. What is the one thing that you did at Five Lakes that you would bring here?
Well, we've actually brought part of it into our potterators, which is the carrot tossing, which I think is just.
You took carrot tossing to Five Lakes.
I actually developed it at Five Lakes. We did it, or someone else did it there during the Easter. It was the Easter period when we first had children, and then it developed from there because what I saw didn't really work, and then so I created this.
What did you create? Talk us through carrot tossing.
The carrot tossing was just a mental thing actually that happened, and I say mental because it went like mental. I suppose viral. My version of viral is mental.
It's very different. We don't want to talk about your version of
No,
viral.
you don't.
We had to teach you how to use a voice note earlier. Your definition of viral is probably very different.
So it was just a great thing that happened to it, and it developed into something that the guests really, really loved and like talked about and looked forward to actually.
Yeah, you have to throw the carrot.
Well, don't have to throw it. No, of course you toss a carrot.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Is it a whole carrot?
No, you cut them up. You can't actually get the whole carrot in the cup, Ash.
So you have to throw it into a cup.
Yes.
Yeah.
From certain distances, Jack. So yeah, you would earn your points and earn your to get towards the medals to see how far you could go to actually throw it. And actually, we actually threw across car parks, believe it or not. People got to throw across a car park.
Did anybody ever get struck by a carrot?
Yes, quite a few times.
Yeah.
Me.
You, just mostly you,
yes.
in frustration.
In frustration at throwing them at me when they couldn't get it in the cup.
No, it's actually something we have been doing at Beat the Entertainer here, isn't it?
We have.
Actually, I think it's incredible to see everybody in the room or everybody on the South Terrace get so invested.
Yes,
and
excited about throwing a carrot.
The absolute elation when like their team catches the carrot.
I think also as human beings, we think we're not going to be as good, and then when they start actually catching them, they have self-belief in themselves. You see the guest and think, "Wow, this is the new thing," and it's just like it just brings them joy of like we're unlocking a new skill for the guests. Where else can you say that on holiday that you've unlocked a new skill?
You're actually right there, and it's just about the sheer emotion of tossing a carrot. That you're like, this is. But also as well, see at Five Lakes, I used to offer different carrots.
Do you mean different colour carrots?
No, same colour carrots, but from maybe they came from different places that we bought them.
So regional carrots. Or different shops.
No, shop.
Okay.
Carrots, yes.
Okay.
So we would have very posh carrots from Marx's. You know.
What's the density like of a posh carrot? Is
it's
it
so
greater?
much more.
Are they sweeter? Would you say?
They were sweeter actually, but when you decide to eat them after,
What is the best carrot to toss?
Yeah.
What is the best carrot from which supermarket?
I actually found that I do think that I've got to say Lidl's.
Lidl's, most aerodynamic?
Probably I say most aerodynamic, carrot you can ever have is from Lidl's.
Why
Look,
Lidl's?
Why Lidl? Because it just mixes the price in between. It's in between, like, how can I say? Would be in between an Emirates flying, I suppose, and an EasyJet, something in the middle, maybe a British Airways.
You've gone from two very different ends of the spectrum there.
I'm going to
that's
Google
what it
where
was,
their
though.
carrots are from, and I'll be back with you this second.
Yeah.
Aldi's.
You just said
Lidl.
Oh, Lidl's. Did I say it? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Lidl's.
Yeah. How good are you at the carrot tossing?
I actually became very good at it, Jag, if I'm honest, yeah. But, you know, it started really from just a few people coming, and then, like, it just developed into, at one point, I know I had, like, it was around about 100 people I had actually tossing carrots.
Are you a tosser or are you a catcher?
Actually, people in the past have called me a tosser, but I think I'm a catcher, yeah.
You're a catcher. You're better at catching than
Yes.
you are at throwing.
Yes, I am, yeah.
I
did used to go in. Sorry, Ash. I used to go into the dining halls, the 3 dining halls at Five Lakes, just before I would do carrot tossing in the afternoon at lunchtimes, shouting out, "Ladies, can you show me any tossers because I need them for my carrot tossing?" And many women stood up and offered their husbands.
Yeah. Who do you think at Hopton, the best team members for carrot tossing? Who do you think would be the best at it?
Well,
Who have you seen be the best at it, actually?
West End Wendy.
Yeah.
Ryan, yeah, he was very good at it.
He's
Very
good at
nonchalant
catching.
with the little arm
Yeah.
raised in
Yeah.
there. I was very impressed with Brian's West End Wendy. Yeah. And myself, actually.
Yeah.
Myself and Phoebe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Myself and Phoebe did very well, and I actually caught it down on one knee twice.
Well,
I actually watched it come, Jack, and went down on one knee and caught it.
she must have thrown that carrot quite low for you to even have
No,
to get
actually,
lower.
the art of doing it is throwing it up very high.
Yeah.
And then you can gauge how it comes down, and you get time with the aerodynamics to catch it.
Well, what's a skill that nobody knows that you possess?
Things do happen to me naturally that I think, wow, how did I do that? I don't actually understand how I did that.
What is the latest example of that?
Probably buying a coffee shop.
Right. Okay. This was going to come up eventually
this
because
is great.
last time you were on the podcast, we talked about your venture out to Turkey, where you invested in a bar.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, show bar.
A show
actually,
bar. You talked to us about the shows that you had.
Could I say it was called Inner Visions, by the way?
Yeah.
It
And
was
it was
very
about your
inner visionist.
inner vision.
It was very it was my inner vision.
Was
My
it
dream.
not? Was there not? What was the tagline you had was?
Never look back.
Ah, that's nice.
Yeah, that was.
And it's the same thing that the people who drove you out of the bar said as well. Never look back. Thank you for renovating it. Never look back.
Is that from the Buddha statue as well?
Yeah, it's just again very spiritual thing. I think that actually took Inner Visions from Stevie Wonder's album, actually, Ashley, from the '70s album called Inner Visions, which is a fantastic.
Stevie Wonder said never look back.
Yeah, he did in his lyrics.
So do you know a lot about coffee then?
Yeah. So sorry. Have you invested in a coffee bar now?
Well, I've part invested in a coffee bar. Yeah,
Okay.
a coffee shop, coffee shop
In
stall.
what country?
In Thailand, in Ao Nang, part of Krabi district, Krabi province. which is
Krabi district.
Krabi district or Krabi province, yeah. Very beautiful part of the world. Many islands off there, you get ferries to that I visited as well.
A lot of crabs.
Lots and lots of crabs, especially king crabs.
You're not serving the coffees then?
No, I'm not serving the coffees. Actually, they get put in a blender as well.
In a blender.
Yes, and they use my favourite actually was the banana choco.
Are you sure it's not a smoothie bar that you've invested
No,
in?
it's not a smoothie bar.
What goes in banana chocolate?
No, they actually make because they make obviously iced coffees, which is very popular actually in Thailand and Asia. But they make hot coffees, but obviously because it is very hot in Asia and around Thailand and Vietnam, they make coffees basically with quite a bit of ice in it sometimes. But then obviously they do mash it up, I suppose, so they smoothie it in certain ways. But you can have so many different things in the coffees as well. But Vietnam is very beautiful from one coffee, egg coffee. They don't use milk; they use
Egg coffee.
And it's because I do believe that during the Vietnam War, I think that is where egg coffee came from, because milk was very difficult to come by.
Would that be the
for whatever
white
reason.
and the yolk, or a bit of
I
both?
believe it is. I believe it is all of it actually, Ash. But I do believe many people do like the yolk part of it. Take the white off, and it's the yolk part.
So it's not all of it.
It can be though, I think, Jack. But many people do ask. I do believe this because it looks like obviously quite yellowy until they make it. If you know what I mean, put the coffee in and whatever. But they're really, really nice. Actually.
Do you think that will go down well at Potter's Resorts? Something we can
An egg coffee.
we can put on the menu.
Well, when I go back next time, I'll find out exactly how it's made and I'll bring it back.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a great
Well,
idea.
well, how about next time you go out to Vietnam, get the recipe, come back,
bring it
and
back.
me and Ash will try one here.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I could probably work out the recipe without going all the way. I have an
where's
inkling.
the fun in that?
That it could be made with eggs.
Mm.
I think you're very close to it, Ash. Actually.
I'm gonna say eggs, a
Coffee.
shot of espresso, and hot water.
Yeah, but obviously there's different beans, isn't there? There's different beans.
What's your
different coffee beans?
Yeah, he's got a point.
He's got me there. Baked beans, runner beans.
Yeah, there's many of them as well. But also as well are milk teas. Milk teas are very nice as well. So we would make milk teas as well. Green teas,
Yeah.
Jack, but milk based as well.
So you've invested in this coffee bar.
Yeah, with someone obviously that knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank God for that.
I've lived in like the kind of Malaysia area as well, and Dubai, and they use, instead of just normal milk, they use condensed.
Yeah, condensed milk.
A
Yes,
lot
yes,
of
a lot.
sweet
Yeah, yeah.
coffees.
But again, that is to your taste, and you can tell people in the coffee shops exactly what you would like. But obviously, they are on the menus that you get, but they're just basically on the street. So they're street foods, really, or street drinks. But very street wise sort of little places. And it's the one that I've invested in is actually near the night market in Al Nang.
When are you going back? When are you going back to Asia?
Well, Jack, I have booked my Asian tour again already in January / February.
Oh, that's great.
Which I booked obviously at the moment with Euros.
With euros?
With Euro car
Euro.
parks, yeah.
Euro. It sounded like you were saying you booked it on the Eurostar.
No, I booked it with Euros to take the Euro
Yeah.
parts over to.
Are you taking your
Yes, I'm
car
taking those
parts
with me as
over?
well. Yes, yeah, so, to sell on the side.
Have you booked a flight, or are you going shipped with car parts
I'm
in like a box?
actually maybe going shipped with car parts in boxes. Yes.
Yeah.
It's another little thing that I was looking into.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing you asked me about earlier on. What little secret things am I good at? And I've found many things like that I've become good at.
Just small enough to fit into a box.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hidden treasures, you could say.
What's it been like being back at Potter's Hopton over the summer?
It's been wonderful just to see all the guests, to mix in with. The funniest thing really is seeing the guests that were children that are now adults.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I suppose because you've not been at Hopton for a few years now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, since basically, COVID obviously tore us all apart. But then I did come back after Turkey, and then I was on the bar, obviously, which I loved as well. It's just back being part of Potters again, and the guests obviously know me quite well, and I know a lot of guests quite well too. It's just one of them wonderful things that I think that in the kids, you see a kid, and a kid will come up to you and say, "Johnny, you're right." I'm like, "Shut up, it ain't you, is it?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it is the kid that you've known, and now they're like
Taller than you, which is not.
Yeah,
not
but they was
difficult.
taller than me as a kid.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean, Jack? It would be that thing that where you look at a face and you go, "I just know that face." And it was a kid, but obviously it had the face that was younger, but you could still tell it was that child. And it's just wonderful to see now. And they've got maybe some even families of their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I've been here since 2022. Sorry, 2003, 3.
Yeah.
What's the favourite thing you've done over the
My favourite thing
summer?
that
Potters?
over the summer, I've just really enjoyed. But to be honest with you, working with the girls, mainly Emily and Phoebe and Harlow.
Harley.
Sorry, Harley.
Everyone calls her Harlow,
Yeah,
which is quite funny because
that actually
There's Mark.
it is Mark, but that is obviously I had a Harley as well, didn't I? At 5 Lakes that Mark used to call Harlow. Yeah. So it just threw back there, but yeah, Harley. Harley's
By the way, she does not like it.
she does not like being called Harlow.
No,
which
Harley.
is which is why I correct you, but everyone still calls her Harlow. I think more to wind her up.
Yeah, that was to wind you up, Harley. By the way. Yeah, I've loved the kids. The kids club is just. I love the kids club when they come in and introduce themselves. It's just funny.
Yeah, they are.
You know,
they are fun.
like it is just children make their own comedy. Obviously, as we all know.
It's one of my favourite moments of the summer is the sort of the kids' welcomes and things like that.
Kids
Just because
check.
it's just
Yeah,
funny.
it is,
They
but-
never know what they're going to come out with.
Yeah, but even in the garden bar, it's just wonderful. You know, and you ask them a question, and they're just little faces, not inadvertently, but literally just go look at you like that, and then go to mum or dad. Who am I?
Who am I?
Yeah, who am I? How old are you? You know, that sort of thing. Where do you come from? Which I love the thing, which is always like England.
Yeah.
Or they'll say where they live in their street.
We've talked about this in the garden
Yes,
party
we
a couple of times, haven't we? It's sort
Which
of-
is quite funny.
yeah.
And a child gets lost, and you go, like, where do you come from? England. Well, that's really good. But then someone showed me a thing with a pass code or something, a password that you say, and the police apparently know exactly where you
You're
live.
talking about what 3 words?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
the one, Jack. Yeah.
That's too advanced for me to explain to you.
Well, I didn't
We've only
get,
just learned how to do voice notes there.
I didn't get it when the parents were
Yeah.
trying to explain to me.
Yeah, a 3-year-old can understand it.
Yeah, well, I can't. But yeah, no, I just love that part of the job. Again, just being back here, and also you say about spiritual, which is why I say spiritual quite a lot about myself, is because I'm very spiritual with Hopton, I think, because that was a massive part of my life from a child, which I don't really remember until I was probably about 8 or 9.
Yeah.
With Brian's mum and dad, like Hector and Vera. They were my people that I remember first off. And then like growing up, because my mum and dad bought me when I was first 3 months old, and then like consecutive years, and then I bought my families, my different wives and girlfriends, whatever it was. Then, you know, my kids, they all loved this place. So it's generations, 6 generations of my family. So my great-granddad, my granddad and nan, my mum and dad, myself, my children and my grandchildren. So 6 generations of my family. Wow. So I always feel that Potters is a massive, massive part of.
And I think that's what's so beautiful about the summer is seeing all of those generations in one place at one time, all enjoying themselves, all laughing at the same things, all going off and like from babies all the way to the 99-year-olds, all just spending time together. And that's what makes this place so special, is all of the history about it.
Yeah, without a shadow of a
But
doubt.
all of this, all of it happening in one moment, right?
I just think from selfishly, from an entertainer's point of view, in the summer we put on so much more, we work so hard, but it's so much easier to entertain because they kind of do it themselves because they've got the history, they know your face.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, I've only been here a dot, but like they know what it's about, so they're already in. You don't have to train them in what to do. They know it's safe and they know the comedy's coming, so it's just so much easier as an entertainer. What would you say from a team perspective? So if we get a new team and stuff like that, as an entertainer yourself, nowadays, what will they look forward to? Say they're starting their career, their jobs in entertainment at Potters.
As a youngster, I think it would be the interaction. I don't think you could, because of Potters' history, because of the way Potters has been with their entertainers ever since I've remember Jeff Parsons and, you know, like Mark, obviously Mark's team, when Mark first came in with the likes of Johnny Wade and Andy Feet and Buzz and Graham Adams and I said Johnny Wade, Johnny Cleveland, and just like so many wonderful people that I've worked with, you know, and enjoyed as a guest. Rachel, Angie Rose, and Fat Bloke, Richard, Katrina Knight, Fetcher, all the people that I worked with over the years as well, just great people. And the new people that are coming in, I just feel that I actually said this to Harlow. Sorry, Harley, I was joking. I said this to Harley. I said, Harley, this is a great place for you to learn and then go away and take. I said, look, please watch everyone, how they work. Please watch and take traits of them, but always be yourself. Don't try to be anyone in particular, but you will obviously look at stronger characters, but then you'll pick up on characters that maybe we think that you would have took from, but you didn't. You took them from other people, like people you work with. But take those traits, take them away and hone your skills in that way. And I don't think there's any better place than Potters anywhere to do that, because I think we are so diverse as a company as well in that respect.
That's great advice. I think it's just,
I was lost then.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Thanks.
That was really poetic, actually.
No, thank you. But I feel really strongly about that.
Yeah.
I do. The trouble is now I think we all realise it. Look, children now growing up and things like social media is taking a massive turn. Maybe in my eyes for the worse. I think, but because it takes us away from actually communicating.
It takes you away from the moment as well.
Yeah, it takes you away from the moment. When I see people going out and they're sitting and they're a couple and they're not even talking, they're looking at their phones, looking across after having dinner or whatever it was, like you're like, what is that about? I actually spoke to this about the girls. This was with Emily and Phoebe and Rianne, I think this was as well, having lunch. And we were talking about Rihanna's mum and dad actually, because it's their 25th wedding anniversary, which I want to give a special mention to Ian Mack and Alison. Obviously, happy 25th anniversary, and wonderful family, the Mackintoshes, as we all know, with young Ian, Jean Valjean.
Yeah, a lot of their family have worked here over the years.
Ian Mack, I call him the toast chef, because he used to do the toast and cook it very, very well. Never burn it, Ian. Thanks for that. Ian is actually Scottish as well. So I spend a lot of time with Ian.
Not Geordie, if you get
confused. But yeah, like we were talking about that actually, and like saying that, but when you first meet, where you met and that, now obviously back in my days you met in pubs and clubs and like school or wherever it was that way, but now it is on the internet and online and whatever. But it was wonderful to say that, like about phoning, and when like you had to get a phone call, on a landline. And when I said landline, the girls just basically wet themselves laughing, if I'm honest with you. They're like landline. I know, yeah, but it's true. And like you get the hump with your mum and dad because they're on the phone and you're waiting for your girlfriend to ring. You say, excuse me, mum, dad, who pays the bills in here, mate? You know what I mean? But when you start paying, mate, you can start using the phone properly. That's your mum and dad, you know what I mean? So like, just funny things, really, I think, in that respect. So now we just take everything for granted. Like an apple and an orange, I remember having them in my Christmas stocking, Jack.
And now people are asking for an Apple
phone, Apple phone, and like orange, whatever it is, like a laptop or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah.
There isn't an orange laptop.
Well,
it could be.
You've got a lot of history here. We're always updating Simply the Best now. Is there a moment from a show that you've been in, that you've watched, that you think should be in a new version of Simply the Best?
Oh, jeez.
I'm really putting you on the spot there, but I'm just thinking,
I think my favourite was an old cowboy sketch that Mark used to do with Big Kate, with Katie Knight, Buzz, Johnny, Andy, Graham. It's the Stagecoach, which was very, very funny. Oh, and Mark doing Gone with the Wind in 3 minutes, which was so funny.
Yeah. What did that entail?
That entailed him being Wet Butler and Scarlett O'Hara.
Yeah.
He played both characters, it was just really funny. Some of the things probably you couldn't do no more.
Yeah.
It's
always been that blend of comedy and sort of this more serious stuff that's helped or made the entertainment here over the years, isn't it? So,
yeah, massive time. as I said, I mean, I came here from a very young child and then into my teens and that. I mean, when I first became a young apprentice professional, I mean, I still came here when I was like 15, 16, 17, 18 with my mates who loved it here as well. I just remember all those days of when I was playing football just before I was signing as an apprentice and coming here, and when I was probably about 11, 12, so I was playing within what would you call now academies. We didn't have academies back in them days. You just trained after school with a football team that you were associated with, as an associated schoolboy. But being carried across from Golden Sands to here after scoring a hat-trick, and we won like something like about 4-3 or something. And I'm being carried across as an 11-year-old kid as a hero on the shoulders of all the parents, throwing me up in the air because we'd beaten Golden Sands, them sort of things were just fantastic in them days. And kids, and I remember looking through the old cabaret bar window at my parents. I don't know if I said this in the last one.
Yeah, you said this last time,
that,
sort of watching sort of Jeff Parsons.
Yeah,
shows.
watching Jeff and watching my mum and dad crazy and banging on the window, like gasping for a drink when mum and dad had just been on it all day. You know what I mean? Like, it's just funny things like that. Yeah. And then coming out and giving you 2 bob and going like, right, that'll keep them quiet for half hour.
Yeah.
2 bob's like 10 pence now, guys. You used to get away with a lot with 10 pence back in them days, or 2 bob. Yeah, just so many things, Jack.
Well, before we wrap up, because we've got to wrap up soon, there's a couple of things I wanted to do beforehand. First off, we're going to start with, you keep mentioning about being spiritual. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take you to a spiritual part of the podcast before we do wrap things up. We want to introduce you to the all-exclusive Zen Garden. What this is, Johnny, this is an opportunity for you to just get, something off your chest, just to rant.
Is this really a good idea with me?
As I'm explaining this, I'm thinking, oh my God, can we actually get away with doing this with you? But look, we're going to give you an opportunity, obviously, to keep it PC, keep it PG, no swearing. But
I don't tend to swear.
No, you're not a lot. No, you don't. But just sort of to get anything that annoys you, grinds your gears off your chest. And it can be anything from the mundane. Asher's going to give us an example.
Yes. So something that annoys me is when we schedule in a podcast at a certain time and then someone turns up late and is still not explained why they were late. That annoys me.
I did actually explain.
So things like that, you can get it off your chest, and then we take a step into the Zen garden and we'll just relax. We'll give a moment of spirituality.
I think Ashley's just upset that I didn't read his voice note.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even understand what it was.
I think it's
That's
a
an
more
explanation
deep-rooted issue that nobody listens to him, maybe.
You do need to check as well if Mark has replied to you.
Oh, yeah, we will do that.
I don't think Mark has not even looked at my phone. This is a great thing. We've been doing this for how long now?
3 hours?
Some would say too long.
I've not even looked at my phone.
Ross thinks too long.
But this is the great thing about that.
It's conversation. Isn't
Conversation
it?
is
People don't
wonderful.
take the time to have.
No, they don't.
So, Johnny, this is your moment. Get it off your chest. We'll sit back.
Eberici Eze, why did you sign for Arsenal? That's what I want to get off my chest. I understand to a certain extent, but I do think in the long run you'd be better off playing for Spurs. There you go. That's one thing I really want to get off my chest.
How do you feel now, Johnny? Has it helped you in any way?
Not really, because he signed for them. But I just wanted to get it off my chest.
Is there a message you really want to get across to him if he's listening?
Yes.
Eberici, you would have looked so much better in the lily white atop. You can't be a gooner, because I would sooner. I can't say any more.
Thank you very much for stopping there. Now we've given you an opportunity just to release that tension in your body. Together, we're all going to hold hands and we're going to step into the Zen garden.
Okay. Do we actually physically
Do you want to
Have we done this in every other podcast?
No, we have. I don't know
Is
how-
Ross coming in on this? Can Ross come in? Or
Do you want to hold him?
Ross don't want to come in.
Oh, sorry, we'll just do something.
Okay.
Just take a moment just to feel the grass. Close your eyes. Feel the grass under your toes.
Did we hold hands in the last ones?
Just breathe in,
I
Johnny.
like this, Jack. He's very close to you.
And out. Breathe in.
Woosa. Woosa.
And when you're ready,
No, Jack, I do not want to let go, Jack. Rules.
Titanic's good.
we're gonna just let go and step out of the Zen garden. Do you feel better?
Yeah,
you
I
feel
do
more
better,
spiritually
Jack. Yeah, I do.
at
feel
peace.
spiritual. Yeah, I feel spiritually at peace.
I'm going to do something very, very quickly because there's one thing I really wanted to do earlier. Throughout the first season, the second season, you have been, and I didn't want to end on a negative, but we played a quiz when you were last here.
Yeah.
It was the ABC quiz.
Yeah.
And you have the title, I believe, as the worst ever contestant.
Wow.
But since then,
That's
I
pretty
think
bad,
Ashley
Johnny.
has
That's
actually
pretty
been
bad.
the
Huh?
worst ever contestant
Really,
on the
Ash?
ABC quiz.
No.
Last time you scored 8 on the ABC quiz.
That's very good.
He did 10, but then Henry took 2 points away. Okay. The ABC quiz stands for
Anything but correct. Was that
You
right?
had to really think about that. Yeah,
well,
that's good.
it's been
been a long time.
months since we've recorded.
So anything but correct, you have to just answer incorrect answers only. We give you 47 seconds.
Do I have to mention avocado?
You don't have to mention avocados, but if you want to mention the avocados that you mentioned last time.
I still love avocado.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce that again, Jack?
Avocado.
Okay.
So all you have to do, like for example, give you an example. If we were to say, what colour is the sky? You would say
Red.
red. Yeah, good. So you've just wrong answers only.
Okay.
Are you ready? Let me find some.
Why are you googling the answers? Johnny's just picked up his phone.
He has.
Yeah, because you asked me to look.
No, not
write
you.
this
No.
down.
You're not writing them down. Oh my god. You're not writing it down. He's writing down your answers so we
Yeah.
can score at the
Oh,
end.
sorry.
Yeah,
Right, I get you.
it would be a very bad podcast if Jack asked you a question, you just type the answer.
If we have to just do it,
Saying it out
yeah,
loud.
halfway through, they got me to do an
that's how
exam.
I actually understood it. Sorry, Ross, but I actually understood your explanation that way, Jack.
Has Mark replied to you? On that?
No, he hasn't.
No? Okay.
Bless his heart.
Right, are we ready? Johnny Mac, 47 seconds on the clock. Get ready, the time starts now. Name something you drink.
Bananas.
What is your name?
Bill.
Name something that grows on trees.
Eggs.
What noise does a field mouse make?
Ew.
Name a flavour of soup.
Coffee.
What colour is a flamingo?
White.
Well, who was the first man on the moon?
Buzz Aldrin.
What does WW. stand for?
World Wildlife Extravaganza.
Where would you wear glasses?
On the back of my head.
What is the opposite of sad?
Sadder.
What does a vet look like? Look after, sorry.
What does a vet look after?
Sorry to apologise.
Me, probably.
And a final question, because I accidentally set a 45-minute timer instead of a 45-second timer. Old MacDonald had a...
Jackson.
Thank you so much, Johnny Mac.
I said Jacksy Jack because I was looking at you now. I just couldn't think of anything else that come in my head.
Right, Johnny Mac, we're going to go through your answers. We'll give
Okay,
you,
then.
see if you've improved on the score of 8, considering
Okay,
maybe I think I gave you more I think I gave you a lot more than 47 minutes. Seconds.
47 minutes.
I don't know how I managed to do that. We'll time it later.
Okay.
Okay, so few issues we've got here. So the first one issue is So the question was about name something you can drink.
Yeah, name something
and
you
I
drink.
did say banana.
Johnny, you said bananas. Now, earlier on in the podcast, you
Yes.
specifically mentioned a chocolate and banana drink which you sell
Yeah.
In your
So-
coffee shop.
in your coffee shop, so no points for that.
I'll take that.
You say name
On the
something
chin.
that doesn't grow on trees. You said eggs. Now, there is an eggplant. I've just Googled it.
Oh.
Is it a tree? Is it a bush? Is it a shrub? Is eggplant a tree? It is a short-lived perennial plant. Perennial plant.
Isn't it weird that you're correcting him
Yeah.
specifically?
So, I'm just not going to give you the point because I don't want to.
Okay.
Name a flavour soup that's coffee soup. That's just a cup of coffee. So that's fine. I've Googled white flamingo. That is a thing. There's literally loads of white flamingos.
There are white flamingos.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you say first man on the moon or anyone on the moon?
I did ask for the first man on the
I
moon.
said Buzz Aldrin.
And he was the first man on the moon.
Was he or was
he
Neil
really?
Armstrong? 'Cause
No,
I think-
it's Neil Armstrong was the second.
Was it Buzz? Honestly, Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah, Buzz Aldrin was the first man on the moon.
No, I thought
So-
it was being clever then.
Okay,
I think you should give me that point.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna give you that point.
Thank you, because I was trying to be a bit clever with that one.
That was quite good. You said name somewhere you can't wear glasses
Yeah.
on the back of
Oh,
your head.
no, you said
No, name
where would you wear glasses?
Where would you wear glasses?
I have seen many people wear sunglasses on the back of their heads.
Oh yeah, I know. I was trying to be clever as well there.
So-
actually.
I think maybe don't in future.
I was trying to say I've got eyes in the back of my head.
So
yeah.
you get one. Oh, do I say?
Yeah.
So you get 1, 2. Can you do the field mouse impression again, please?
Ew.
1, 2, 3. I'll give you the coffee soup. 4 for Buzz Aldrin. 5 for WWE. 6 for Sada. 7 for Vet and I'll give you a bonus point because Jack mucked up the question. You said who did a vet look like? I was like, who's she? So it's 8 and Old MacDonald. No, you scored a grand total of 9.
Oh, I got one more
You've
than
got
last
one
year.
more than last time.
time.
Yeah. Which is an
Yeah.
improvement.
Oh, thank you, Jack.
If we do
Very
another
pleased with that.
17 seasons, you might actually catch up with everyone else. Johnny
You can
Mac,
dig me up then, or
do you feel like you've connected with Ashley on a
yeah,
different
I
level?
think to be honest with you, Ashley, I have connected with Ashley since I've been here. I do feel that.
You see, I want to go, my brains want to go down the comedy silly answer, but I will just say this. So I've only known Johnny for the summer. I've known of him long time and that. And I've been a very busy boy. And I've apologised to Johnny more than anyone,
Yeah,
saying, I'm really sorry I've not spent enough time with you. But every single time, either we're in his presence or just around him, he is wonderful. He's genuinely amazing. He's not
Thank
got a
you,
bad
Ash.
bone in his body. The love he gives to the team and the guests is just pure joy. It's a proper, I hate myself for saying this, proper old school entertainer who just gets it, gets the industry. Proper classy gentleman.
Thank you.
And I think that's why I've not given you
You've not felt
time.
like you needed to.
No, genuinely, I've not, because he's just a safe guy, and I'm like, you know what, I can learn from him.
Actually, you actually did say that to me, and I did take that on board. Very made me feel proud, to be honest with you. Yeah, and it did make me well up a little bit because it's nice when someone says nice things about you, obviously. But if I'm honest, Ashley, the whole things that I do, and everyone will tell you this, I think I'm just me. I just who I am. Yeah, I think a guest asked me once. They said, "Johnny, what do you think the art of being an entertainer is?" And I said, I believe that is knowing someone for 10 minutes when they believe they've known you all your life. And I just think that's basically what it's all about. And I do think you feel that with people. And I think they feel people that are genuine. You know, so yeah, thank you so much for your words, Ash. It makes me feel proud, and I'm very...
No, it annoys me that you're making me serious. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable.
No, I know.
It's true. And everyone knows it.
And I think, everyone's felt that. Having you back over the summer has been brilliant. It's been.
Thank you.
Have you enjoyed being back as much as we've enjoyed having you here? Do you know what I mean? It's sort of- And,
It's been fantastic, mate.
Can we, I'm not saying that any decisions have been made, but hopefully we get to see more of you moving
Well,
forward.
Jack, look, I would love that in
Whether
any
it's-
ways. Yes, of course, Jack.
Whether it's on a stage or delivering Euro
Cup-
Cup
yeah,
cards.
So by all means, contact Euros in Watplode Road, Lowestoft, opposite Birdseye. Ask for Johnny Mac to come and deliver.
There we go. That episode was with Johnny Mac.
Wow.
There we go. Do you want to do your little clap thing again? You enjoy. We have to. So just a bit because we're now
wow.
filming this. We have to clap to sync the cameras and the audio together, and it's become hard work.
It has indeed.
Do you want to do your clap?
Guys,
That was a good clap.
Guys, you talk about clapping. I think I officially got the loudest clap. When I clap and say, "Oh, happy birthday,"
Go on,
they're
do
like,
it. Do it. Oh, we might have to mute you there.
Okay,
What
did
about
you just witness that?
That was quite a loud clap, but it's quite an echoey room.
Yeah.
But you have got, because remember when we were rehearsing Fever for Cabaret
Yeah.
Club, got a really loud click.
Yeah.
Have you?
Go. Maybe you've lost it.
Wow.
But it's quite powerful.
That's powerful, isn't it?
Wait, I want it.
Here we go. Never know how much I love you.
Never know how much I care.
Never know the words to the song.
Oh, why do you ruin everything?
I don't know the words to the song.
How can you not know one of the biggest?
Is this still the outro for Johnny Mac?
Yes, we're still yes.
Didn't he do well?
Can I just say, while I was at home with Sarah and that, we were doing the lottery a lot. And this is the first time I've actually got itchy palms. So I might have to put that on tonight.
Yeah.
I think you
Well,
should.
when you win the lottery, you can treat us all to the pizza we're having.
What's the first thing you'd buy with a substantial amount of cash?
Pass result.
Could you imagine him being our boss?
Yeah, that would be good. What change would you make with entertainment?
I was going to
working
make.
with big
When
hats.
you said what change would you make, I was going to make a joke about the change you'd receive from. Anyway, so
I would just.
$9.95.
I would look forward to just getting an office, giving myself a title, having a Costa coffee machine, having a beautiful
Or
swivel
bands are
chair,
available.
having a beautiful laptop, and just having an Apple Calendar planner that said,
You'd like to be.
"I'm busy every day," and I knew I wasn't.
It could just be allergic reaction, of course.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
what
a
would you
rash.
do then? Okay, you win £5 million, Jack.
I don't think we've got time to. We'll ask this in another episode. We're going to come back when we bring you back on for
Promise?
your episode. We'll talk about what we're going to do with, because if you've won the money by then, we'll be able to talk about it.
I haven't told you the truth.
What's that?
There was a reason why I've been away for 3 months. I got the golden ticket.
Anyway, see you next week. Thank you for listening to or watching
The all-exclusive podcast.
Right, just get
Wait,
that
what did I say?
Moo.